guys, welcome back to another video. I'm Crypticink and I have just come back from a very long weekend in Burbank, California. I went to CTN Animation Expo and I had an amazing time. I experienced so much. So today I'm going to share with you how my experience was, show you some clips from the expo, and also share with you some goodies that I got while I was there. So yeah, I hope you enjoy.
So, for those of you that may not have heard of CTN Animation Expo, it's a yearly convention held by the Creative Talent Network in beautiful Burbank, California. It's an event mainly for artists, professionals, and students to network and learn and share a sense of community in an incredibly creative and inspiring environment. There were helpful panels talking about the animation, arts, and even toy making businesses. There were live demonstrations from artists that were exhibiting there, workshops, and conversations with creators. This entire weekend of events was completely saturated with knowledge and creativity. As a first-time attendee to CTN, I'm really glad that I went. It was a little hectic though, I have to say. Getting around and finding the right lines for things was very confusing at first, and before I went I had heard that the organization to this thing needed a lot of work, but overall, for what the convention is, for what it's supposed to be, I felt like it was an opportunity to meet other artists from all around the world and to learn from some of the speakers that were there. I took a ton of notes, like pages and pages of notes, because I knew that I would want to remember what I had learned in the workshops and the panels I'd visited when I came home. I actually stopped by a couple booths inside the exhibitor's tent and was able to schedule appointments to get feedback on my portfolio. And I'm really happy to have done that because I feel like I got great advice on how to improve, and I can't wait to implement it into my portfolio and my artwork. Overall, I just had so much fun. Like I said, CTNx was an amazing opportunity to just meet people and to soak up some inspiration. I also spent a lot of time just looking at everything. All the art that was for sale, the exhibitor hall was packed with talented artists and so many goodies to buy. They had live models outside where people would gather around to draw them. I spent a lot of time outside in the courtyard myself, just drawing the people walking by in my new sketchbook, and it was lovely. If you're thinking about going to CTN or haven't gone before, I would visit the website and do some research well in advance before going next year. There were times when it was pretty hectic and confusing, but I took a no-stress approach personally and decided to walk around until I bumped into something or someone interesting, and which wasn't hard. There was something to see and panels to go to constantly. So yeah, I'm happy to say I had a lot of fun this weekend, and I definitely want to come back again next year to learn and see some more. How'd you like CTN, Ashley?
I thought it was amazing. I really loved all the panels and interviews, and there's so many people that are actually in the industry now that have so much experience, and to learn from them is a great opportunity. And all the people that even you can network with and meet, and their art is so amazing. Like the entire exhibit hall was so beautiful, and it really inspired me to try and do more of my own stuff and even to branch out and try other things that I never thought of before. And have all the studios too that telling you exactly what they're looking for if you wanted to go work for them. That's amazing, and I just love the whole experience. I'm definitely coming back next year. I think my business card stack is like this big.
Yeah, you got a lot of business cards.
I just got like 4 more today too.
Oh yeah.
So definitely, you can't be shy when you're here. You could try to be, but it's not going to work in your favor. You really got to get out there and branch out with people, because that is how you get started as an artist. Like no one person's an army on their own, especially in animation.
So what did you think about CTN?
Overall, a great experience. Got a lot of good knowledge. Talked to some amazing artists, all very well versed in their craft. Yeah, there's so much to learn here. So much to apply from the professional artists, the amateurs, anyone. You can take from them and apply it to your own work, and everyone gets better at it. Personally, I really enjoyed the life drawing. I really enjoyed just sitting down near other people and drawing the models. I think I probably spent most of my time doing that. I'd also advise to take this, and here I'm kind of not following my own advice, but I would definitely take this as an opportunity to get out of your comfort zone and talk to people, because even though you feel introverted and like everyone hates you, they don't.
Everyone's really nice.
Yeah, everyone's super nice. Everyone's going through the same thing. Everyone probably feels the same way, I'd bet. But yeah, take this as an opportunity to learn and grow and step out of your comfort zone, even if it's just a tiny iota.
So Ray, what did you think about CTN? Do you have any tips for anybody?
For my first time here, I'll tell you some tips. You need to prep. You know, that's something that I wish that I had done, honestly, because there are going to be things that you're going to want to buy here. You know, things like books, things like I don't know, DVDs, whatever. But there's just certain like things that you know that you're going to hate yourself if you're carrying a bunch of stuff around all day for 3 days straight. So something I would suggest is make sure you bring it back bigger than this. You know, wheeling suitcase. Pretty much things that will make it a lot easier to carry heavier items and also bigger and bulkier items too.
So did you have fun at CTN?
Yes, 100%. I had a lot of fun. I did have a sketchbook, and I did walk up to people and they did review my characters and storyboards in my sketchbook, which was super, super cool.
All right. Overall, how was your overall view of CTN?
So the enticing thing is, so I don't have a lot of friends that are in the animation industry or that want to do animation. So this was definitely an opportunity for me to go and meet tons of people that I've never met before. So people from out of state, from different cities, and I got to see all of their cool artwork and get feedback from them. And it just, I feel like I've grown as an artist. I didn't draw at all this weekend, but I feel like I've grown mentally, and then that mental preparation is going to go.
Yeah, do you feel like super saturated with information?
Yeah, I do. I feel like I'm like ready to explode. I'm so excited to like go home and just sit and draw. I think at first you'd be intimidated because you're like, oh, it's really big. First off, tickets are expensive, so you don't know if you want to spend the money. And I would say just go for it. And it does seem intimidating at first. That's how I felt when I stepped into it, because I came alone. I didn't bring any friends.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god! I thought you guys like came together. That's crazy.
All the people that I met here, I met on the first day, and then I just kept bumping into them, and then it becomes kind of like forced friendship because you're like atoms and then you're stuck together and you kind of just go about your day. But I think what makes the event so enticing is that everyone is super nice. So you won't have people be like, oh, whatever. But if you come up to them and you say hi and you're super genuine and you do want to work in the industry, they're always super receptive of you. And so if you're a nice person, of course they're going to be nice back to you.
Right. Well, that's awesome. Well, thank you. Anything else you want to say?
Yeah, you should definitely come next year.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to show you some of the stuff that I got while I was at CTN. I went absolutely crazy buying stuff this weekend. I kind of always do that when I go to conventions, but the Artists Alley at CTN was chock full of amazing artists. Some of them I bought from I had never heard of, but instantly loved their work, and others I sought out because I knew that they would be there, and I was really excited to get signed prints and books from them as well. So let's get started with this little haul part of the video. So the first thing I got at CTN was a book of drawings from Jake Parker. You know, we just finished up Inktober and everybody was super excited to meet him, not only because of Inktober, but because he's such a great artist. So I had to get my hands on something from his booth, and I decided to go with this first book, and it's just so full of sketches and stuff. I mean, just as a mini flip through, he's just got amazing works in his books, and I think there were about 4 of them on the table. I decided to get the first one because I had never bought a book from him before, and I thought I might as well just start from the beginning. So I'm really happy to finally have this. This card in here is actually, excuse me, this card in here is actually from his assistant who is also working the booth. His name is Tanner. I'll include the
links to artists in the description below, but he had some really great art there too, and he was very nice and told me to stop by later if I wanted to get my book signed, which was, you know, awesome. Another thing I got at CTN was this awesome sketch wallet. I have been seeing sketch wallet, you know, pictures and stuff on my Facebook ever since they started their first Kickstarter, and I guess recently they got their leather wallets, but I just had to get my hands on a canvas wallet. You know, it's got a spot for monies and cards. There was like a little clip included and a little pencil that I can sketch with, but I chose the toned paper, and I think this is going to be amazing to carry around with me whenever I want to go sketching outdoors. There's also a little button, so cute, and a big old sticker that I'm probably gonna put on one of my sketchbooks. I also got a sketchbook that I have done some drawings in, but I will show that in a later video. I think I'm gonna do like weekly sketchbook updates, but this is a toned sketchbook from Cottonwood Arts. They had a booth there, and I really like the sketchbook because it opens up completely flat, and I thought that was awesome. The paper's really soft too. I also got a can of watercolor markers from the Winsor Newton booth that I was really excited about because apparently you can use them with water, obviously, because they're watercolor markers. So I am super excited to use these. These two books I got at a joint booth. One is from William Wu and the other one is Chris Deboda. I had never heard of these artists before I came to CTN, but once I saw their artwork, I mean, just, it's amazing. It was so inspiring, and I had to get something from each of them. I love having art books around, and I really want to build up my collection, but these two artists, I think their work was really awesome, so I had to get a book from them. And like I said, I'll include a link to any artists I mention in the description below if you want to check them out. This next piece I got from the EliOli Art booth. I have been following EliOli for a couple of years now. Not like super actively, but I've seen their art all the time, and I do follow them on Instagram. I think both of their artworks are really amazing. This is gonna have a nice spot on the wall. I also bought two comic books. So the one on the left is by Stephan Franck. It is called Silver, and it caught my eye because of the, I guess, graphic, like black and white style. It looked like a darker comic book. Essentially, there's like zombies and fighting and treasure. I don't know, but the lady, she really sold it, and I really want to read this. I'm probably gonna sit down and read this today, but I love to pick up a comic book or two whenever I go to any kind of convention. This is The Dam Keeper by Robert Kondo and Dice Tsutsumi. I probably messed up that name, but these are the guys from Tonko House, and they had a conversations with creators, and when I heard them talk about their Dam Keeper project, I knew that I had to get one of these books. And the thing about this book is that it looks cute, right? Like, I thought it would be a super cute little comic book about a piggy and stuff, but it's actually kind of dark, which makes it that more interesting. So I also got a book and some prints from Mel Milton, also known as Dukes. I was so excited to go to his booth because he's another artist that I've been following for a very long time, and it was so cool to finally meet him. He was super nice. I mean, everyone there was super nice, but I think I talked to him the longest, and he was so full of positive energy. I was gonna get something from his booth anyways, but it was just the coolest thing in the world to speak to him. I'm getting tongue twisted, but these are some prints that I got from his booth as well. I just think they're amazing, and I cannot wait to put these up on my wall. These are absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so I don't know if you guys have been following my Instagram or not, but Kim Jung-ji was there at CTN, and I got to go to one of his workshops, and I got this book. I just had to. This thing is
from his 2007 sketch collection. Let me actually put this down. It comes with like a little poster that is definitely going up in the art room, and this giant book of sketches. Guys, if I were ever to make like a sketch collection myself one day, I highly doubt that I would ever have enough to fill a book this huge. I mean, if you know who Kim Jung-gi is, you know how insane he is with his art. I was so excited to get this book, to get a drawing in it of all things. It also came with this little bag. Let me grab it real quick. It came with this bag, like a tote bag. The arms are a little stretched out because I was using it all weekend, but isn't that the coolest thing? I also came back with a t-shirt for my boyfriend, also from the same booth, because he also likes the same artist, so I thought he would really appreciate this t-shirt. The last thing I bought was this Copic marker pen. Someone had told me about it while I was just sitting around sketching and said that it was waterproof, but it's just a brush pen from Copic. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm pretty excited to. And of course, I just had, you know, so many opportunities to meet artists while I was there. There were so many people handing out their business cards. I mean, geez, as artwork alone, they seem like little mini artworks to me, and I can't wait to go through these and look up their websites and Instagrams and follow all these artists that, you know, I was inspired to take a card from and check out once I got home. So thank you for handing these to me. Thank you for putting them, you know, on tables for people to grab. I'm so excited to look you guys up and follow new artists. Yeah.
I just realized I forgot to film an outro to this video, so I will say goodbye. But yeah, this weekend was amazing. I had a lot of great experiences, and I'm really glad that I went to CTN. And I hope that anyone thinking about going to CTN next year gets something from this video. But overall, I just hope that you enjoyed this video. I will see you guys in the next one. It will most likely be an art one, not a vlog one. But yeah, thanks so much for watching this video, you guys. I will see you next time. Until then, happy drawing. Bye.